back to the whole how you make effective presentations and keep the attention. If you're thinking about the very first part of a presentation, about an hour later, how much do you think you'll remember of the very front end of that presentation after it's been given? 70%. Around 70%. Yeah, you guys know the answer. All right. So around 70%, let's say an hour later, you're going to remember that. Let's say an hour later, how much are you going to remember of the very end of the conversation? None. This is the end of the conversation where you say, goodbye, you can go now. 100%. All right? You're going to remember that. Your reptilian brain said, I'm free, I can go. All right? The middle part of that conversation, about how much are you going to remember? Around 20% or so. All right? So down here. And if you graph that out, scientifically, of course, because that's what I do, because I'm like, major math person here. It forms something that suspiciously looks like a hammock. And for those of you who are new to power messaging, keeping people out of the hammock and keeping people awake and engaged is a huge part of your job. So what that means is you got to start strong to engage them right off the front. You got to end strong so that because that's going to be what they remember, is what you said at the very end. And all the way through, you got to spike this conversation with these nails or these grabbers that get their attention about every 7 or 8 minutes. Why is that? Why are we wired that way? Anybody know? Commercials. For those of us who grew up with non-internet TV, okay, about every 7 or 8 minutes, there's some commercial break that grabs your attention. If you notice, the audio is normally louder, the colors are very garish and bright, and you're going, my reptilian brain just woke up. We're wired that way, our customers are wired that way, our partners are wired that way, which is why we want to get a hold of these tools that are going to help us communicate and keep their attention. This mental model is called the hammock. You want to keep your customers, your partners, your audience, your kids out of the hammock.